Welcome to the Bullseye Channel. I hope you're doing well. We're hanging out here, and this time I printed out your comments, and so we are going to go through your comments. And just looking at it, we're talking a lot more about Pardinis. It's been a Pardini season. Hopefully, that is meeting with your approval. So we are going to go through these real quickly, and then if anybody's watching and you want to post up a picture, we'll go ahead and get some responses to that, and then I'll talk a little bit about what's coming up on the channel. So hopefully that meets with your approval. All right, so we posted up a video of the Pardini bolt comparison. I hope you guys really like that. Very interesting. I did end up taking it out to the range and shooting it, and other than a few failure to eject, which I haven't really quite figured out, maybe just a heavier bolt and maybe that round of ammo didn't have as much powder in it. It ran pretty well. I'm not sure if I like it much relative to the Pop-Tart bolt, but I'm willing to give it a try. It does have more noticeable reciprocating mass, but that's not really the thing that super annoys me about it. What I guess annoys me about it is that it's so wide that I can actually see the bolt on either side of my sights when I'm shooting, and that can be I guess at least a little bit distracting. So on that, you saw I did like a little two-tone thing with the Pardinis, and ES Fahan 1961 says don't leave them like that. You want them back with their appropriate colors, and so that is absolutely good. Also post up the video on how to change your weights on a Pardini. I thought that was obvious, but I think the internet isn't worse if you put how-to videos for fairly obvious things on there, and so people seem to like that. And Mark Carlton said, thanks for posting this, and he'll use it as a resource. That is awesome. That is what we want. A couple things that didn't make it into the video because I really didn't notice it until after I had posted it, regarding going back to the bolt conversation, was that the guide rod actually from my SP Bullseye actually would not fit. It would not fit the new SP Bullseye bolt, the one with the big knobs. And I reached out to Pardini, and they said there are occasionally some issues, like there's some small, very small variations in the diameter of the guide rod. And so I think we're just going to get some new guide rods and see how it works. And between then, I'll probably sit around and, while I'm watching TV, I'll sort of have a little piece of sandpaper, and I'll see if I can take it off. When I measured the guide rod on the Pardini SP22 guide rod, it was, or the one that did fit was 0.089, and the one that didn't fit was 0.091. So we're talking about very small amount of material. Probably can handle that myself, right? But if not, Pardini USA has always been super helpful. So look forward to a Pardini video coming up of shooting here in the next week or so. Hopefully you all like that. Let's see. Who we got here? So Jam DC 2000 said, don't listen to the haters. Great content as always, and can't wait for your next upload. Cheers from Guatemala. Cheers to you as well. Thank you so much for making this a little home. Let's see. D Swift said, if you make it to Colorado Springs, just drop by the OTC and you'll buy me coffee. I like the OTC, and I really like coffee. And the chances of me coming to Colorado Springs, as I said, they're bigger than zero for a variety of reasons. So if I'm headed out there for one reason or another, I don't know how to look you up, but I'm sure I'll just post a video saying that I'm in Colorado Springs, and we'll take it from there. So yeah, hopefully I'm getting these in the right order. So if I read your name and it's not your comment, I kind of didn't post up super great. Let's see. Lou missed the live. I don't really schedule these. I just do them when I have time, usually on Saturday. Are you on Sunday? Don't worry about missing it. It is not a problem, brother. Not a problem. All right, John, let's see what you got. You like the format that we have. That's awesome. You watch it at 1.5 speed. I listen to audiobooks at 1.5 speed. I don't know that I can watch videos at 1.5 speed. And you like the 50-yard test videos. I love the 50-yard test videos. I really wanted to get out and do them today, but I have family and life obligations, so I couldn't make it out. I I want every pistol that I have, I will do a 50-yard test on, and it is going to be super fun to see what that happens. I was thinking about this because Jared over Jared AF posted a video, and he was kind of talking about, like, all things equal, I at my best can do he's talking about himself. Him at his best can do a 3-inch group at 50 yards with like a 22 and maybe 5 with a centerfire gun. And he was talking that relative to the inherent accuracy of the pistol, which is really what 50-yard test does. We shoot 5 rounds at 50 yards on a bullseye target from not a ransom rest, but from the Ransom International sort of steady rest, because I don't have a traveling ransom rest that I want to really monkey with. And then we measure that group, and then I come back, and with my own body and my own eyes and my 44-year-old frame, we shoot it and see what happens, right? Like, and see basically how good is the gun, and then how good am I? And you see some really interesting things. And the thing that really just like jumps out to me about the 50-yard test is that the good guns are better, right? And the guns that you expect to be accurate are more accurate, but it might not matter in your hand, because it's the Indian, it's not the arrow, as one of my commenters said, though the arrow does matter. When the arrow matters, it matters. And you always want a better arrow. No one's going to be like, I want some, crappy arrows. What else does John say here? All right. Range day bullseye match and scoring. Those are kind of hard to shoot, and I try not to shoot in videos in competition, because when I'm shooting, I'm thinking about shooting, and when I'm filming, I'm thinking about, all right, is everything in frame? Is this right? How is this going to play? And how good's my hair looking at that moment? We will continue to bring, hopefully, the things that you all want, and put them in the comments here. We'll get to the live comments when we can here at the end of this, but here for you, and you'll get every ounce of effort that I can give you with all the other things. All right. Some of your friends are doing revolver EIC now that regionals are done. That's cool, and we love revolvers. And spoiler alert, we got a revolver coming here soon. All right. Who we got here? Appreciate the feedback. All right, everything. And then John Van Swearingen always brings so much fantastic information in the comments. You should have your own Bullseye channel, because you care about the details, and I don't care about the details. Not a details person, which is probably bad for a bullseye shooter. But his comment was on the last live, and he talked about, and I'll just read it. He's talking about conversion accuracy in a 1911 conversion 22. The conversion accuracy issue is really exacerbated if, like me, you're a dope. Don't call yourself a dope, man. That only shoots Springfields with their 0.194 to 0.196 inch slide stop pins. I know some guys swear by the conversions, but I've tried several and walked away, and I had a few long chats with folks like John Shue and some of the AMU members about conversions of the past couple of years. It was a good sanity check. I know that I'm not the only one with the flyer issue. More data points, put another 100 rounds of CCI SV downrange with a Mark IV, Ruger Mark IV. Spoiler alert, we have a Ruger Mark IV coming on the channel. Thanks a lot to Jared AF for posting his video and getting me inspired. And he averaged a 98.3. That's a fantastic score, by the way. You should be really proud of yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. Everybody give John a pat on the back right now by patting your own back. There we go. Still around 1% below his high standard average, but 4 points higher than the conversions. Vito's up on Instagram. I don't have Instagram or any other social media, but if you're there, maybe John will post in this video what his handle or tag is, and people can check it out. But he'll be posting more pictures of what the cheap Rugers can do, the cheap Rugers. All right, and you liked laughing at me when I couldn't figure out which way to put the thing. I'm actually doing this on my iPad, so yeah. Always appreciate all the comments. Thanks, John. Hope you're doing well, man. Hopefully I get out some bullseye matches and I can see you. Let's see what else. We're kind of coming up towards the end. Richard Rosenau, got that last name right. Had a lot of really great comments about an LP50 that he passed on eBay. Sorry, man, like LP50s are the great. if it makes you feel any better, I had an LP50 and I sold it. And I never, ever, 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 ever should have done that. They are so fun and so cool and pretty accurate, right? Like they're just great. So a Steyr LP50, well, I'll get one again one day. And then talks a little bit about some Smith & Wesson revolvers, and is researching some of those. He always bench rests his air guns. That is attention to detail. I don't have that. You guys have a lot of skills that I don't. Great comment. Yeah, so great comment, and he talks a little bit about the future and dreaming and staying at it. So Richard, keep staying at it. And then we got just a couple more sort of kudos, I guess, for the channel, which are really great. This is your channel, not my channel. I'm just the one who shoots the videos. And yeah, and then Richard Rosenau had another one talking again about some different. Sorry, I'm reading this while I'm on. Well, I'll just read it. So he's talking about comments, and he says, "Thanks for being included. Don't worry about getting his name wrong, but we got it right now." I do not compete instead. That's fine. I do not compete, and just for self-improvement in your 10-meter air pistol range inside your house. I also shoot inside my house. You live alone, and so it's totally safe. I don't live alone, and I shoot in my house, and we just have to come up with a decent set of rules so that my son and my wife know when I'm shooting. It's usually pretty apparent by the fact that pellet sounds are coming from the basement. And it sounds like you created your own indoor pistol range, which is awesome. And you've had some issues, some repair issues on your secondhand Walther LP 400 air pistol. And Umarex USA was who had it done. So that's good to know, because that was a question that I had. And you said, and it says here, you shared this, your 90-year-old grandmother had just passed at the time that you were given your nickname. Well, making it to 90 is an achievement, and I'm sure, based on your comments, you're a wonderful person, and so that's a reflection of your 90-year-old grandmother. So blessings to you and blessings to your family. Let's see if there's some any other comments, and then we'll get to the ones online. No, there aren't. All right, so let's check out what we got here. And ERLC Captain says, "How are you?" I'm good. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. How are you? More importantly. And Term says, "I shot a gun once and it survived with just a flesh wound." Well, that is a flesh gun, and we don't talk about those on this channel. And Andre Vandergraaf says, "Hi there, watching from the Netherlands." Hello, how are you? Welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. And maybe in the comments you can post what you do if you compete or if you shoot, and what your discipline is. And said, "Where am I from?" I'm from Earth, specifically North America. And then got another person who says, "Hi, bro. How are you doing? It's been so long. Your lives, everything going on. Had to visit the channel. It seems you're doing great. As usual, very entertaining." Well, okay. Yeah, sounds kind of like I'm sure you're a person, but you type like a bot. So shoot that. So let's talk about what's coming up on the channel. So coming up on the channel, we got a couple shooting videos, indoor, not outdoor, sorry. The Chambers Custom is back in the house. It is in the house. For those who don't know, it's coming up to 20,000 rounds, but I broke the extractor at like the 19,300 some odd rounds. So I will be shooting that, getting it up to 20,000, and then I will do a 20,000 round review of my Chambers Custom Working Man's Gun 1911. Very, very excited to sort of talk about that. Then we have another video, like I said, that will be coming up, and it will be discussing the Pardini and the sort of like experimenting with the different bolts. I put my dot on my Pardini. You guys will see that here soon, using Casey Crawford's Kodiak machine mount for an aim point, and it looks great. It looks like a real RoboCop gun. It's going to be super fun, and I'm excited to get out and shoot it. Competition, good. Thanks, Andre. And then let's see, we've got that. And then there might be just some like non-bullseye stuff creeping in here every once in a while. And then the other thing that will be coming is I'm excited to announce this, right? I'm going to be new gun goofing because this week, though you probably won't see videos on it this week, I've got 2 new guns coming in. The first is the Ruger Mark IV that Jared's video inspired me to purchase, which is great because I used to own a Ruger, don't own it anymore. I've owned many of them in the past, but I need another one. And the 75th anniversary edition with the 6 and something inch barrel really spoke to me, as it did Jared. And his video made me spend some money. So if you're out there, Jared, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Don't tell my wife. And then separately from that, and I have been looking for a good one of these for a long time, ever since getting rid of my last one, is a, wait for it, Colt Officers Model Match 22 long rifle. So I will have another one of those. I get both of those this week, and I am just really excited. So those will be added in the future at some point to a 50-yard test, and you will see them on the range day ride-along videos here in the future. Videos might be a little sporadic over the next few months. Just that's the way life is working for me right now. If you know me, you know why. If not, don't worry about it. But I will continue to sort of squirrel away content and videos, and hopefully over that time period be able to package them and get them up on the internet. And as always, I always love your comments, and I'm super excited. So thank you guys so much for making this a home for Bullseye Pistol. I will leave you with some of the flyers and swag that Pardini sent me when I had my little Pardini thing coming on. Oh, and I got something else to share you. So first, they got a whole flyer about their air guns and what the differences are. I've always wanted to know. Have you been confused about these? I have always been confused about these. So there you go. That's exciting. And then some of the ammunition that they sell. I've never heard of Vanguard Outfitters, but apparently they sell all black 5.7x28 for different purposes. Wouldn't even know what we use that. And then Ely, lots of Ely. I don't have a ton of Ely. Sounds like they also sell some night vision for Nighthawk. And I will never want to own one of these, but an FR22. Look at that thing. Small bore rifle. So that is pretty fun, right? And then, oh, let's show you, because we're on live and I can't show you a real gun, but I can show you an air pistol. Let's go ahead and look at the current state of my K12. So, I think I've done every stupid, silly thing to this that you can do. If there's something I'm missing, you guys let me know. But what we have here is the K12 short version. Weights here, weights here, weights here. These are like weights for pickleball. I moved the sight back. That was fun. And then I added a long air cylinder and silicon carbide at the grip. So haven't really shot this much because I've been focused on 22, but this is unusual, right? I was hoping this would be more red because then it could be like Christmas colors, but this is more of a burnt orange, more of a blood orange, if you will. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, lots of weights. Somebody mentioned doing this because they actually like the interpretation of a shorter sight radius. It gives a little more confidence. And then this is just super long, which is, one, adds a little bit of weight, and then is, obviously adds more capacity, so you can make it a little bit longer on one tank. So there we go. That is the current state. And before we get to your final comments, I'll just do a quick wrap up. What other things do I have down here? That's a Hammerling. I want that. A Morini. You guys haven't seen the Morini in a while. Get out the Morini. Oh, Quintana. Man, what do you guys think? I've not shot this. I don't know. Should I get rid of this? Like, I'm really loving my Pardinis. Should I get rid of the Morini? I think I damaged it, but it still works. Love the trigger on it though. Just totally love the trigger. Oh man, you know what? That does feel good. That grip is good. There you go. That's what it looks like. Got some Winter Airgun stickers on it. It's not empty. I just put this so when I travel with TSA, like, and they go, that looks like something that's not allowed to be on a plane. And I go, oh, there's a little sign there that says empty. I guess it's okay. It's amazing what a little thing that says empty can do to someone's confidence. So there we go. That's the Morini. Just so many blessings. So many blessings. All right, let's go look at the last comments and let's wrap her up. Andre, you shoot competition. That's awesome. Could I make a video about trigger adjustments? I already shot it. It is in the hopper. So it is coming for you. Were you the guy that asked for it? If you are, it's coming for you. If not, there's 2 people who are going to be happy. I will say it was hard to do it and film and hold it and make sure that it was all in frame. I kind of repeated myself a couple times in it just to make sure that the message got across. If you want to know how to do it, I highly recommend that you download the Pardini